Today I like to discuss the core of transistor, that is amplification. So in order to study the amplification of by transistor, there must be a signal, input signal, and power device which supplied power to the signal and system, and by the combination of this power and input signal, the transistor increase the power of the output as in the form of amplified output signal. So for doing the complete action, first we take a glimpse of the standard notation for voltage and current which are used in the various circuit components of transistor. So these standard notations were decided by IEEE, Institute of Electronics Engineers. So you see, this one is standard notation for voltage and current in transistor. This standard notation was decided by IEEE. IEEE is Institution of Electronics Engineers, IEEE. In this IEEE, this one is the 5 category of the symbols, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and here the parameters. These are the parameters, and we consider the base voltage, the collector voltage, the base current, and the collector current. We consider these 4 parameters, 2 voltages and 2 currents. The first one is instantaneous total voltage. Instantaneous total voltage means, you see in this way a diagram, what a diagram is, a very simple diagram of common base configuration. In this diagram, this one is VEE, a source of energy, this is the input section, and here it is the output section, the source of energy. And this is input signal. This is signal, input signal applied to the part, input section. So we have this one is, this part is VIN is AC part, and this part is DC part. This can be represented as, this is the DC part. DC part means this is the time axis, and with respect to time, the voltage, this voltage minus VEE, the source voltage, is remain constant. So it is DC voltage. And here it is AC voltage, that is signal applied to the input section. So at this junction, this DC and AC, this DC and this AC combined, this AC and DC combined, and after the combination, what will happen? There is a variation of the voltage. This one is the variation. This one is the variation of the voltage. So what kind of variation? suppose this voltage, this particular voltage is minus 10 volt. This particular voltage is minus 10 volt. And this voltage is say 2 volt. This voltage is 2 volt. So, here what will happen, this minus 10 volt plus 2 volt, plus 2 volt. So, what will be the value? This value will be minus 8 volt, minus 8 volt. So, this value is minus 10 volt and here it is minus 8 volt, minus 8 volt. But for this particular value, that is minus 2 volt, for this particular value when it is minus 2 volt, so what will be happen? This is minus 10 volt and then minus 2 volt, then it is minus 12 volt. This is minus 12 volt. So, this voltage is minus 12 volt. So, what we will find? The maximum negative voltage is minus 12 volt. The minimum negative voltage is minus 8 volt. And the voltage across this base and emitter, and this base emitter voltage is minus 7 volt for silica and minus 2.5 volt for germanium. So, if this voltage is more than 0.7 volt, then this part is forward bias. This part is forward bias. So, this value is instantaneous value. So, in this circuit notation and the parameter instantaneous voltage means the base voltage is small v capital V suffix and the symbol. So, this is what it is symbol and here it is subscript. So, this symbol may be capital letter or small letter, and suffix may be capital and small letter. Capital letter and small letter. So, by the combination of this one is a small b and suffix is capital B, instantaneous. That instantaneous is related to this part of the behavior. This part of the behavior, there is a variation. So, similarly, this is the small v capital C, this is small I capital B, and this is small c capital. The quotient magnitude which is constant with respect to time. So, this is a capital V, capital B, capital V, capital C, capital I, capital B, capital I, capital C. So, all these symbols are the capital. So, this symbol is capital and the suffix is also capital. Third one is instantaneous value of varying component. Varying component this is concerned with AC signal. So, AC signal is small b, this is small and this is small, this is small, this is small v, small c, this is small I, small b, this is small I and small c. Now, effective value of varying component. How this varying component make effective in the transistor? That means it create how much it create the biasing nature, where it is forward bias and where it is reverse bias. The effective value means whenever we study the transistor in active region and when we study the transistor in cutoff region, when we study the transistor in saturation region. So, from cutoff to saturation, there is a change of the effective value of the parameters. and that will make the sense, and that will make the value. That is, this one is capital V, small b, capital V, small c, capital I, small b, and capital I, small c. And final, fifth one is magnitude of DC source. Magnitude of DC source means that source which is applied. That source is that is applied to the circuit. So these are the symbols, and these symbols are mean by this one. So we have this one is, this is the varying component, the third point, this is the source, that is fifth point, and this one is instantaneous value of the superposition of input and output. Now, this value, as we say, that is 0.7. Suppose this point is this line is correspond to 0.7. This is 0.7 volt. So if it until that part, this junction is forward bias junction. When it is forward bias junction, when this will be forward bias junction, means it is B and here it is E. B and this one is a junction, emitter junction. This one is a emitter junction, and this emitter junction is forward bias. This emitter junction is forward bias. So what will happen? The current is flowing from emitter junction to base. Emitter junction to base. This point. And when the charge carriers are in the base, then here it is plus V volt because of the reverse bias. So all the charge carriers are attracted in the collector region. There is a C, collector region. So the current is flowing. So what happens? The current is the charge carrier electrons are moving in this direction, and the current is moving in this direction. So this signal AC signal is amplified over this part. Now, how much signal is amplified? If we want to find out the value of this one is, then we can have this value by the solving the numerical problem. As we have say, it is 10 volt. This is 2 volt. So minus 8 volt. Then the current. What about the current? This current is input current. That is input current I in is equal to V in upon R. So this is R is very small. R is very small. This is 2 volt, and this is 200. This is 200, so it is 0.100 ampere. That is 10 milliampere. This is I in. This is 10 milliampere is I in. This current is flowing. Now when this current is across passing, this one is say 1 kilo ohm, and the beta value of this is 50. The beta value of this is transistor is 50. So what will be the IC output? The IC output is, this is beta into I in, that is IE. So it is 50 multiply with 10 milliampere. So this is 500 milliampere. This is a 500 milliampere. So the output voltage V0, this V0 is equal to IC into RL. IC into RL, IC is 500 milliampere and RL is 1 kilo ohm, that is 500 into 10 to the power minus 3, and this is 10 to the power plus 3 kilo. So this value is cancelled. This is 500 volt. This is 500 volt V0, this V output. So in this case, if there is a 10 milliampere is input current, then the corresponding value is very high. So this is very high. This one is very high. So, but in case of this input, here it is one thing that has been considered in case of the input part as the part of CE, In case of this common B, in CB, IC is equal to IE, that is I in, because alpha is less than 1. So for this, IC is equal to less than 1, that is say 0.9 multiply 10 milliampere. So this is 9 milliampere. And then V0 is equal to 9 into 10 to the power minus 3 and 10 to the power 3 kilo ohm resistance. So this is cancelled. This is 9 volt. The V0 is 9 volt. Here it is V input is minus 10 volt. V input is minus 10 volt. So the gain is VO over VI, V in, and this gain is 9 volt upon say 10 volt. So this is 0.9, that is less than 1. So this gain is less than 1 in case of base. But the current flowing in this mechanism is as simple as it was discussed in the earlier case. As simple as we have discussed the earlier case. Now we can draw the characteristics. Characteristic of CB configuration. First is input characteristic. For this input characteristic, we have to draw the circuit. Practical circuit in which we can able to vary the various parameters for drawing the curve. This can be designed as in the given diagram, that there is a variation of input voltage as well as the variation of output voltage. So for this, suppose this one is a base, this is the base, and here it is emitter, this is emitter, and this part is collector. This part is the collector, the simple. Now what we do? We have to apply a milliampere in order to measure the current. We have to apply the resistance, small resistance, and then in order to measure the voltage, V in between the base, this is the variable, and this variable is plotting as minus, here it is plus, this is VE, this is VEE. So this is potential divider. This is the potential divider. It's divide the potential, input potential, and now this is again milliampere, where we can have the resistance, and then we can vary the voltage with this potential barrier. With this potential barrier, and this part is again the voltage parallel. This is your RL, this is your VCC, VEE, VCC, and this one is grounded. This one is grounded. This value of voltage is base, and this is VCB, base and collector. This value is VEB, base and emitter. This value is base and emitter. Now this part, when we study about this part, then we have input characteristics. And when we will study in this part, then there is a output characteristics. So for input characteristic, there is a current input parameter. Input parameters are, this one is IE and V, this is EB. While VCB is constant. That is, you can say IE is a function of VEB. I is a function of VEB. So how this can be? This one is VEB, volt, and this one is IE. This is IE is milliampere. So if this one is something like this, when VCB is equal to 0, VCB is 0, that is open collector terminal, So this value, this is 0.5, this is 1, this is 1.5, this is 2.0, this is 2.5, and in this way, etc. VE value. So if this is open, then this value is cut-in voltage. Cut-in voltage means this part. We are measuring about the EB junction. So cut-in voltage, that is EJ junction, emitter junction, work as the simple diode. Work as a simple diode. What will happen if we increase the voltage? Suppose we increase the voltage, something like this. Here VCB is 2 volt. Say 2 volt. This is 2 volt. So earlier at this point, the VCB is 0, that is open. Open, when VCB is 2 volt, means it is closed. It is closed, and apply a potential at this point, collector point, so the charge carriers are coming up. The current is increasing fast, and this current is increasing fast, so the cut-in voltage, it will start before the value, this simple diode. So this is 0.7 volt for silicon. And in this case now it is 0.6 volt. 0.6 volt. This is the 0.6 volt. If we further increase this value, say VCB is 5 volt, then this kind of the characteristic will be there. And here we can have, if it is 2 milliampere, here it is 4 milliampere, this is 6 milliampere, this is 8 milliampere, and here it is 10 milliampere current. So if we draw this triangle, that is point A, B and C, then we can draw the dynamic resistance. So input dynamic resistance, that is Ri, is nothing but the change in VEB upon change in IE at constant VCB is constant. So taking the triangle ABC, this triangle. So we need this value. This value, you can say this is the point. This point, that is delta E VEB. VEB is 0.3 volt, or delta IE is this. So 3 and 5 minus 3 milliampere. So this is 2 milliampere. This is 2 milliampere. So substituting value, what Ri is, input dynamic resistance, that is 0.3 volt, and here it is 2 milliampere. So this one is 300 divided by 2, that is 150 ohm. So Ri is 150 ohm. Ri is 150 ohm. So this part is here in this way. So this one is what? This one is the input characteristic. This one is the input characteristic. Now the output characteristic, when the output characteristic means, this output characteristic means IC. IC is function of VCB, while IE is constant. While I is the constant. And then if we draw this circuit, then this circuit is something like this. This is VCB in volt, and here it is IC. So we have this IE IE is 0, there is some finite non-zero, there is some finite non-zero current. So if IE is 0, this value means this port, input is open. That is, input is open. Input section is open. If input section is open, and at that time this much current is there, and this much current is there at this VCE value. So this value means at origin, this is minus VCB. At this value it is origin. Then this part is known as leakage current. This part is known as leakage current. Leakage current due to minority charge carrier. Minority charge carrier. From where is this leakage current coming out? The leakage current coming out from this section. From this section, that is, if this section is NPN, this part is open, this part is open, this part is open. So the minority charge carrier means hole from N to P, and minority charge carrier, this minority charge carriers, electron from P is moving in this way, and hole are moving in this way, and these two type of the minority charge carrier flowing, and this is known as ICBO. This is known as ICBO. So for this part, up to this part, that is when IE is 0, this is known as ICBO. ICBO. It means, what it means? That is, IC is equal to ICBO. IC is equal to ICBO when IE is 0. When IE is 0. No input current, that is emitter. So this one is known as leakage current. And this leakage current is temperature sensitive. Temperature sensitive. This leakage current is temperature sensitive, and for the high signal propagation at the high temperature, this is dominating phase. And rest of the value, we find that this is constant. This is the constant. The first feature is leakage current. Second is, for high value of IE, IC remain constant. IC remain constant. This part is remain constant. Why it is remain constant? Because whatever charge carriers are coming from the emitter section, these charge carriers are transferred to the collector region. So the charge carriers, complete transfer of charge carriers from emitter to collector region, emitter to collector region. And the third part is minus CB. Minus CB means when we try to make forward bias, that is, try to make forward bias of collector junction, very sharp decrease. There is a sharp decrease sharp decrease of current. Sharp decrease of the current. What do you mean by sharp decrease of the current? Means, you see in this diagram again, from this diagram, when we put this one is negative voltage, when we put this one is a negative voltage, VCB, that is minus VCB. So what will happen? This negative voltage, and here it is electron. So there is a repulsive force. There is a repulsive force acting on the charge carriers, that is electrons which are coming from emitter section to collector section. And that's why there is a sharp decrease of the current when the VCB is negative. So thus we have there is a two-way to express. First is the input characteristic, and then the second is the output characteristic. From the output characteristic, we can have the fourth feature is alpha, current gain, that is alpha is IC upon IE, which is less than 1. IC is IC upon IE. This one is less than 1. So these are the four features of the current in this way. Now this part, this RL, again RL is V0 into ICRL, that is output voltage. So this output voltage, whatever the output voltage is, that depends upon the alpha. So this output voltage V0 is equal to alpha IE into RL, alpha IE into RL. So this can be analyzed as the common base configuration of the day. So these are the things that we have to discuss today, and in the next lecture I will like to discuss about the configuration of common emitter circuit. Thank you.